Drone here. This is a Cheerson CX-35 Phantom, and this is going to be my first flight with this. If you want to know how to start this manually, I do have a video for that. It's basically down and then opposite outs, and then to shut it down, I believe it is just opposite outs. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just look at the video before this. I show how to turn it on and turn it off manually. This is a altitude hold controlled drone. You don't have to control altitude. Once you're at a certain altitude and you like it there, you don't have to move your left stick up or down. It will stay there. And as you can see, it does have a pretty nice camera on it. There is a little bit of shake in it, but nothing like the Tarantula X6's 5.0 camera that is notorious to be a jello monster. This really isn't providing a lot of jello through the footage. Again, there is a little bit of shake in it, but you'd be able to pull stills off of this all day. I'm really not going that high, guys, just because this is my first flight and this is a little bit larger drone. I'm not sure how it would withstand say like 150, 200 foot drop if anything were to go wrong. I also don't know the sensors on this. If the battery goes low, is it going to drop immediately? So we're going to fly this responsibly, so to speak. But as far as picture quality goes, I'm happy with it. I think having a altitude control or an altitude hold drone is nice in that you could kind of do that. Look, Ma, no hands. As you can see, I mean, it is drifting slightly left to right. This is not a GPS drone, so it's not locked onto any satellites. But if you do have it trimmed properly, and once you set that altitude, as long as there's not a heavy wind, it's going to stay where you put it, which makes recording and taking pictures much easier, because you could set it at a certain altitude. If there's no wind, essentially it'll stay in one spot as long as you have it trimmed properly and you calibrated it on a level surface when you binded the quad to your controller. Again, this is a larger drone. This is, I would say, I don't have the SEMA X8, but I would assume it's probably comparable to this. It's way larger than your SEMA X5. I don't know, it's probably around your Tarantula X6, but a little bit more girth, like a little more body to it. The X6 is kind of a thin quad, more of a sport flyer. This, I'm assuming, is made for video. I only have it in the low speed right now. Again, I'm doing just a general flight with this. I want to get a hang of it. I'm normally used to flying extremely fast quads, doing maneuvers out, in, and whatnot. But again, I believe this is more pointed towards the flyer that wants to get decent video or decent stills without the whole jello and using a sport flyer to take this type of video. Kind of hover, videoing, and then it should be pretty stable because we're really not doing all types of maneuvers. This does take a 7.4 battery. It is not a 3.7. It is a larger battery. The battery itself is slightly smaller than the Tarantula X6's. Although the X6's battery does fit in this, I did not try to connect the wires and close the door. I do believe it'd be a tight squeeze. I will try that and see if you can actually get the X6's battery in it connected and the door closed. There's not much space in there. I think you might be able to, but I'm unsure at this point. This is a white and lime green combo. Definitely love green. Green's my favorite color, so I'm liking the color combo here. And as far as the body style goes, it's a pretty neat body style here. And again, Cheerson's one of your top guys as well. You got your Seaman, JJRC, DJI, Unique. Cheerson's up there with them, with your top drone manufacturers, so it's definitely a trusted name. I purchased this off Amazon. I've been using Amazon a lot. They kind of have you covered 100% all the way around. Look at that camera. Another thing with that camera, we are flying. You can adjust that camera during flight. You can pivot it up and you can pivot it down. Your right top It's not so much a button, it's kind of a slide button, I would say. If you move that up and down, the head of the camera will also move up and down. That's really neat. I don't have anything like this. This is the first time I've actually taken something in the air that I'm able to adjust your camera pitch. And again, with altitude hold, it makes it convenient because you can hold at a certain altitude, look at your FPV screen, which is not Wi-Fi, it's direct to the controller, and if you want to go down and it's steady in air, you can go down and not worry about losing your quad, as opposed to a lot of your Wi-Fi drones where you're looking at it and you're barely getting good picture quality and you're trying to tilt to get a good picture. Not the case here. Alright, I pressed automatic land and we are trying to land. It's drifting backwards. It's trying to land. I'm not quite sure why it did that, but that was a one button. Press one button, it'll come down softly to the ground, as you can see here, and the propellers got jammed up and it did shut off. So that's a good feature as well. This thing's loaded with feature, guys. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. This is an awesome quad. Any questions, please ask. Have a great day.